You wanna know who I am? Folks call me the Bone Man. Ain't my real name, but it's the one that's stuck. Music leaves marks, not just on the ears or the mind or even the soul. No, I mean marks in the air, in the earth, and in the memory of rooms. Some believe there are vibrations so profound they don't fade when the final note is played. They cling and they echo, and sometimes they wake things that ought to be left sleeping. That's where these stories come from. Requiem Radio is a collection of ghost stories. But not just any ghost stories. These are tales conjured from the uneasy crossroads of music history and supernatural fiction. Each one begins with something real, a composer, a composition, a scandal, a rumor, a sound so strange it lingers in the bones. From that grain of truth, the tale grows, not into history, but into something haunted. Requiem Radio, tales of music madness and the supernatural, is a home for haunted melodies and tragic composers. For whispered legends pass from concert hall to conservatory. But some stories cry out for more than a microphone. They crave blood. They need the silence between the notes. In the darker corners of musical history, like the whispers around old recordings, the tragedies behind certain scores and the eerie bits that seem to connect musicians across time, you'll see there's something about music that opens a door. It bypasses logic and drills straight into the subconscious. It's no wonder then that so many of the world's most chilling legends are sung, played, or whispered beneath the breath of a melody. All the stories in this collection are rooted in fact, like the richest folklore always is. There will be stories about music from actual composers who push sound to the edge of what the human ear and psyche could bear. There will be stories about historical musical curiosities. And there will be stories about the echoes of pop songs, like strange ghost riders, monster mashes, or a certain hotel in the desert where you can check out anytime you like. These are not retellings. These are resurrections. All are designed not for cheap thrills, but for unease. These are not stories of jump scares, but of amnesties. They linger, they hum, they echo long after the final note. Why does music draw ghosts? Maybe because music is the most uniquely human thing we've ever made. Older than writing, older than agriculture, even older than the myths we tell about ourselves. Music is a language of longing and mourning, a cry and a comfort, a calling and a curse. Somewhere between the rhythm and the silence, the past reaches out. And if you listen closely, you can hear it breathing. This is your backstage pass to the other side, not the polished concert hall, but the shadow behind the curtain, the murmur in the practice room, the final beat that shouldn't have been there. So sit down, fix a cup of something dark and warm, light a candle if you dare, and welcome to Requiem Radio. The dead have been waiting to be heard. Ain't gonna be no more tonight. Y'all rest easy. And don't let the dark drive you home.